Ready, break.
59, mark. Check, 59. Rip right.
They're going to look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And Stills bringing it in. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Look at me. Go.
Watch the slap. Hey, watch it.
Locke now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, echo. 51 to Mike. Big rip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, team six. Team six. Shoot.
Block will try again on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Freeman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Set, ready? 30 base.
54 Mike. Check right, check right.
Yo, 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 go, go.
Here's Gaskin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They set safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that,
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go, go.
Let's go.
Throwing his lock on third down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, wahoo.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 3, check 3. 51 to Mike.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, orbit.
Second down and inches. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
We got to step it up. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Run it. Mike, check, 59, 59.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll make this a second and long. Here's Love. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
He's checking.
Out of the gun now on third down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We go. 10 Tucson. General West.
All day, every day, any day. Check three.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The dump off good for 8 there on first down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So statistically, Both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Bravo. You're out.
Check 24.
Hurry up, get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Ready.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Exit. Look, squeeze.
Rip left.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And this is Gabriel on the catch. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 9.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready? 50, plant.
6 man. Check
Go.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke looking for his running back, and he's got it. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nope.
Hooty-hoo. Hey, watch out there, young blood. What they say
Trying
now?
to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Let me show you how to get the lead.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Locke. That's complete right side to Gabriel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on third down. Block. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
64,
Here's 2nd and 8. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Denzel Perryman gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. The 40. 30. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Sterling Shepard, 97 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Haywood! Snap!
After the sack on first down. Locke throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on, baby.
This is 5.
Locke working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Shift. Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Out. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, wahoo!
55.
Be dribble.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready, break.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming quick. I'm scared.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I mean, they're serious. I seen them coming out. You can't even see really my house from the road because there's trees lined up on the side of the driveway. But when I started to back out, I seen the cop come down the road, so I just waited in the driveway for him to go by. So he goes by. I pull out the driveway. He goes in my neighbor's driveway and turns around.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready.
33. Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Down.
To throw is Locke. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
I waited in the driveway.
In his defense, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Denver, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ain't nobody joining. Nobody. That team is just young. Every league. No. I will never play another league with that dude. Boy, that was the last Madden. I remember him. He had rookies coming in as a 72, and then at the end of the year, they'd be at 89. Yeah, he was drafting players. Yeah, he was drafting players, and every week, he was at. Yeah. No, but I made a league last year. Had everybody in the league that he was in got in there, and then the dude Snoop's like, all right, well, I'll just make a new league, and then everybody went back and joined his league, and it's like, what's the point? And the year I busted him. I was the one that said something in the group chat, and I get to the Super Bowl and played him, and I'm like, this dude just drafted this running back. Ain't no way he 89 already. And what it was, he was going through after every week, and he was boosting the stats manually instead of letting the game do it. Cause you play the online league, you get XP. You get XP, so your players get better just by playing. But he was going in manually and putting like +2 ball carrying, +3 elusiveness, and he was doing it for like, all his players. No, he wasn't doing it for nobody. Cause he didn't think nobody could see. Yeah, all you gotta do is hit him. No, he tried to make it sound like I was just mad because I had lost to him in the Super Bowl, and I'm like, I'm looking into transactions right here, and it say edited player, edited player, edited player every week. I'm like, everybody else got nice rookies and everything, and they do good to get in the 80s. You got a daggone 90 after 1 year? Come on, man. Think people didn't know no better. Yeah. Left the league, joined mine, got started 2 weeks in, then he make another league and everybody just went right back to it. So I'm like, what's the point? He gonna do the same thing. I don't even know who he is. Yeah. I mean, people out there, yeah, they made that. And he was like, no, you can edit to your player's gear. I'm like, you don't, there is no way you go. So he made the other league. I was like, I ain't joining back. Y'all can have that. Yeah, he go 18-1 every year. I'm like, come on, man. He think you can't see the transaction list. It's at week 5. Running back was edited. Week 6. Wide receiver, running back, quarterback edited. Cause he ain't supposed to. That thing. But boosting, it wasn't even like boosting to where it just like sneak. It was on the sneak. Nah, he was going from 73 to 89 in one season. I'm like, bro, this man got a He got 3 lockdown corners. How are they all 90s already? He just drafted them. I'm like, alright, man. And then you mean tell me I've been playing with my dude all year and he ain't going up but 2 points? Like, bruh, he had the Browns and I had the Cowboys and I played him in the Super Bowl and I said something is not right. It's not, man. You couldn't touch his running back. Like, he just bouncing off everybody. Nah, yeah. It'd be some 5'8". It'd be some 5'8". Yeah. Hey, y'all still playing? No, we're not mainly. But I mean, but it was good because it was consistent. Everybody played, so it was like it was moving. Yeah. 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 Not, yeah, you never have to worry about me.